Hi dolls, here to do a video that is not my typical video. Generally when you guys see me, I'm styling hair, mostly protective styles. I feel like that has been a staple on my channel and many of you guys gravitate towards my protective styles, which I feel is awesome. But I feel that God has given me this platform for a reason, and I've come to a place in my YouTube journey where now I feel that I have an influence that is necessary to hone in on and be able to impart some of what I've learned throughout my journey. So I just want to talk to you guys about singleness. I have now been single for quite a while, and I get asked all the time, Mary, why are you still single? Why aren't you dating? Why haven't you gotten married? And I just want to talk about that with you guys. I feel like you all have become almost like my family, and I'm at a point in my journey, my walk with God, in my life, just in being a woman, where I'm ready to talk to people about things that I've experienced, kind of share tips, and just help you guys be an avenue to help you all through your singleness journey if you are experiencing one, or if you're dating someone and you feel that you've become reliant on that person and you know that that person may not be for you, but you're kind of just hanging on just because you don't want to be single, because sometimes singleness has a negative connotation that comes along with it. So I just want to have a conversation with you guys about that. So just to get into things, just the basics, let me give you guys a bit of background information about me. I am, for those who do not know, I am 29 years old, and I have been single now for about approximately 5 years, which is quite a while. And most people in their 20s, they are dating quite often, and that is a typical thing, that is common. But someone to decide to kind of take a break from dating, or that hasn't experienced it, or is not going out on a regular basis, people look at you like, what is wrong? Like, what is the problem? But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be something that has the negative that most people attach to it. For me, it is a choice, partly a choice, and then also because I do not believe that I have full control of my life. God is a major part of who I am. I feel that if it weren't for Him, I literally would not be here. And I have a strong belief system, and my philosophy on dating or relationships is that it's based off the principle of the Bible that he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And a key word in that scripture is he that findeth. So I believe that the person that I'm meant to be with will find me. And in my early 20s, let me tell you guys, I am a love fanatic. And anybody who's around me, they know this. They're like, you're such a sap. You are in love with love. You're the biggest romantic ever. But I am someone who is, although I want to be in a relationship, and I see couples all the time, and it just makes me smile. I don't have a bit of envy towards anybody else who are in relationships. I think it's amazing. I think being in a relationship and having something that you can share with someone else, your life, your time, your energy, your space, is just the most beautiful thing. Especially when there's a love connection, when that love factor is there. And more importantly, when that God factor is there, and you're with the person that you know God has created for you, then I just think it's the most beautiful thing. So you'll see me many times when I'm with my friends. We were in the mall the other day, and she saw me just light up, and she was like, Mary, what is the deal? Like, why are you smiling so hard? Literally, a guy doesn't have to come up to me and say anything. That he doesn't have to say, oh my God, you're the most beautiful thing, or do anything romantic towards me. But if I hear or see something romantic, it just blesses me. Like, it literally messes me up. Like, I saw a couple that was holding hands and it made me smile. Or like when I was in the mall, there's like this banner, this display, and it was kind of a holiday display. I think it was for like H&M or maybe Banana Republic. I can't remember which store it was for, but there was this couple, and just the energy they gave one another, it just made me light up. Just thinking about the moment when I will have that, it just amazes me. And it's been a while for me, and in the beginning stages, I'm not gonna sit up here and act as if being single is the most easiest thing possible. But over time, God has given me the strength through it, and I've asked a lot of questions throughout my journey, like, God, like, why are you isolating me? Because I went through my beginning moment of being singleness. I was in a two-year relationship, and then after that relationship, it's kind of been a moment where God has just had me in isolation. He's just been like, I want your time, I want your energy, I want you to get to a place where you understand who you are. Because I think previously, before that relationship and just early on in my life, I didn't know who I was. As some of you guys may know, I have a twin sister, and my life has been one that I felt was not detached. There was no significance to me aside from my sister. I felt like Mary and Martha, there was no separating the two. And I was a very, I don't know if you guys can tell now, and thankfully I hope you can't, I was a very shy individual. Literally, when you saw my sister and myself, you saw me, but you would not hear me. I would not say anything. And so I got to a place in my life where I began to pray, and I'm like, God, help me to become more bold. And we sing. So there are moments where my sister would, because she's more outgoing, because she's more assertive, she would be the one that would be brave enough to sing the solos or to be out front or just interacting with other people. And I would just sit back and just kind of just cave in and just clam up and just mold into this person that you just saw but you never heard. And I got to a place where I was just like, God, I don't want to be like this anymore. I want you to take this from me. I want to be bold. I want to be a light for you. And more importantly, I want to be used by you. I want you to get the glory out of me in any way possible. And so over time, through that isolation period, my sister, after we got out of college, although we made plans, we had big plans, that the two of us would get married on the same day. We would have children on the same day. That we would just do everything together. After college, our last year, she got engaged and got married soon after. So it was kind of a situation where I was kind of thrown out there to kind of, grow and develop on my own. That was not my plan for my life. So it kind of challenged me to understand who I am, and then outside of the relationship to really understand who I am, that I don't have to be attached to an individual, whether it be my sister or a male figure. As far as a boyfriend, I did not have to have that attachment to be married, to be significant, to be special, to be loved, and to just be powerful. I felt like there was always this connotation that I had to have another person to make me significant. But God got me to a place where he's like, girl, you are bad. I live in you. So you gotta know who you are. And as time progressed, I could literally, I'm trying not to get emotional, but as time progressed, I got to a place where the girl who would not talk at all, literally God got me to a place where he put me on platforms, and when there were times where I had to sing, the night before he would give me he would give me words to say. And every time I got on stage or on a platform or a pulpit or just anywhere to speak or sing, the primary focus was for me to sing, but I had to talk before I sang. It's like that's a part of my ministry. I have to, if I'm going to sing, I have to talk, which is weird because it's so amazing how God can take something that was your thorn, something that was something you felt inadequate at, and he'll take that and he'll use it for his glory. So I would just talk. And now I've gotten to a place where I talk. And I'm like, wow, you're talking, you know, and it comes natural to me. And I'm thankful for that. And over time, I'm thankful for the isolation period. Although it has been a long time, and there are days where I'm just like, really, Lord Jesus, like, I feel like there's a comedy show going on out there, and, you know, the joke's on me. Everybody's in these beautiful relationships, and I'm sitting just kind of, just me. And some days it's like, I love it, you know, just being by yourself. Sometimes it gives you time to clear your head, and sometimes you can just get in your room. You can just dress how you want to dress. You don't have to be all looking all snazzy and stuff all the time. You can just relax and not have to deal with, you know, putting on or, you know, doing all this extra. You just relax, and I love it. Sometimes I can just watch a movie by myself, and it's great. I can sit and laugh and scream and do whatever, but just me, and it's amazing. Um, of course, it's amazing to be able to share that with another person, but I just think that the best thing, one of the greatest joys that you can have, aside from knowing who Jesus is, and aside from having that love that is just incomparable, is just knowing who you are. And I challenge you guys, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, get to that place where you know who you are. Find time to just isolate yourself and just be by yourself and just be. And just love that. I recall one moment just being in worship and just at my house. And I was just in worship, and I was kind of in a frustrating moment in my life. And it's somehow just worshiping God, or just finding time to just be with Him and embrace who He is. I got to a place where I was just crying out to Him. And I think in that season, I was still kind of trying to figure out who I was. And God said to me, "You are perfect because I did the things in your life on purpose." He said, "You're perfect because I did those things on purpose." Every scar, every challenge, every insecurity, everything you look at as being not so great, I stamped you. I personally mark you with those things. Those things are not to cause you any type of hindrance. Those things are not things that you should look at as being ugly or unappealing. I put those things there. So because I put them there, you should love those things. It shouldn't be a situation where you allow other people to have something negative to say about those things, and it changes your mentality about who you are, or what you look like, your forehead, your whatever you look at, your size. You should not allow those things to become things that are bad because I made them good. He said, everything I made and I called it good. You're special, and you have to know that. And I just want to share that with you guys, that whatever flaw, whatever things you look at as just being bad, whatever it may be, if it's that you have a mole, if it's that you have a big forehead, big lips, your dark skin, whatever, God did those things. When He created us, He took time with us. It wasn't just something He just threw together. He took time. He was strategic. Like, the God we serve, He is just amazing. And when He created us, He had so many just great things in store for us. He implanted so many great things in us that sometimes we deny. Sometimes we kind of create this bad thing about whatever we might have going on with us. And God is like, I did that. How dare you? How dare you talk about, or, you know, accuse, or, you know, have something bad to say about what I created? He's like, I did that. I need you to embrace it. I need you to love everything about what I created. Don't call yourself ugly. Don't dare not say that you are you're not good enough. How dare you say that? I created you. I personally made you to look the way you look, whatever you look like. He's like, I don't care what other people think about you. You need to know that I created you and I think you are amazing. I think you are the baddest thing walking. I think you are beautiful just the way you are. No makeup, short hair, big lips, whatever the case may be. Size 2, size 10, size 16. You are good. You are beautiful just the way you are, in the skin that you are in. And when you come to a place where you understand that and you know who you are, who God has made you to be, then you're in a place where you can move towards a relationship and be able to function in that relationship and not allow yourself to get to a point where you feel validated by that person because you're already validated. So my singleness, I I get asked all the time, why are you single? And I think it was last Thursday. It was so funny. I was in my kitchen and I was making dinner and I was just kind of reflecting on that question, why are you so single? And usually I have just this long, drawn out response about why I'm single. You know, I'm waiting on God and, you know, this and that. And what it really boiled down to is I'm single because I'm not willing to settle. I know that the time that God has taken to mold and shape me, the development that has taken place during that process, it has not been in vain. And God would not allow just anybody to come into my space and not be able to value and see the greatness that's in me. My prayer has always been, God, let me be able to, through the person that you sent for me, the person that you designed for me, because I truly believe that God has designed someone specifically for me, that whoever that person is, that I'm able to see and feel and understand how much God truly loves me. I feel that that person will be able to just signify, God will show me on a regular basis, but that will just be one way of God showing me, girl, I love you. I love you so much. And I'm going to show it in every part of your life, especially in who your soulmate is. So I'm not willing to just be with just anybody and just date anybody. If I don't feel like, ultimately, if I don't feel like you're the one for me, I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not going to waste my time. And I just think that's just how it should be. You know, I'm getting in a place where I'm getting older. I don't have time to waste with just random people who I know aren't for me. That was okay in my early 20s, but I'm getting to a place where I know who I am. I know the God that I serve, and He writes the best love stories. And it was written before I was born. So I dare not just settle for anything less than the absolute best. And I challenge you guys to do that too. You are worth it. You are worth so much more than what you give yourself credit for. When God created you, He had someone so special in mind for you. He has not overlooked you. I know it may get difficult. I am I am a witness to that it does get difficult, it does get challenging. But when you understand who you are and the God that you serve, and you know that He would not give you sloppy seconds, He would not give you anything less than the absolute best, you won't settle for anything other than that. So I know this was a long video, but I just had to share with you guys. Singleness it can be a great thing. It's a time of development, a time of learning who you are, a time of being better, becoming the woman that you need to be for your mate. And until you get to a place where you truly love, you truly understand who you are, you may need to stay single a little while longer. So whoever that person is, whoever you are, I'm gonna wait. You know, it gets hard, but I'm willing to wait until the time that God releases him to me and releases me to him. So until then, I'll be single, and I'm gonna embrace my singleness. I'm gonna love who I am in the process. I'm gonna love talking to you guys about it. I'm gonna love talking to other people about it. and having a smile on my face, because it's not a bad thing. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you are single. Let me know how it's going. Let me, if any questions you may have, please leave those down below. I want to be a part of sharing with you guys my experience. I want to be a part of encouraging you guys through this time, and just really letting you guys know this is not a bad thing. Don't look at it as a bad thing. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. I love you guys for all your support, all your comments. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me throughout my journey, my natural hair journey. But look forward to more videos like this. I want to be able to have moments where I can share and just really encourage you guys. So I'll talk to you girls soon. Share this video with someone else. I know it's long, I'm sorry. But I felt like it was much needed. So love you guys. God bless. Bye.